into the basement after midnight, a true horror story. Originally shared by someone on a forum, with some details confirmed by neighbors. My name is Jason. I'm 33 now, but this story happened about 10 years ago when I was a college student in a small town in Missouri. I was renting an old house with two of my friends. The house was over 70 years old, but the rent was super cheap, which made it an easy choice for us. From the very first week, I noticed something strange about the basement. The door leading down was heavy and looked like it had been scratched or hit repeatedly. We used it for storing boxes and tools, but it was always freezing cold down there, even in the summer. And the smell, it wasn't just musty, it was more like something rotting, something dead. At first I shrugged it off. Old houses have weird smells. No big deal. But then things started to get weirder. One night I was home alone and heard footsteps going down into the basement. Not normal footsteps. These were slow and hesitant. I figured one of my roommates had come home, so I called out. No answer. I walked into the kitchen and saw the basement door wide open, even though we always kept it closed. I grabbed a flashlight and headed down. Every step echoed like I was descending into a cave. The air got colder the further I went. When I reached the bottom, nothing. No one was there, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching me from the darkness. I told my roommate John the next day, and he said, honestly, I've been hearing stuff too. After midnight, like 12:30, I keep hearing whispers down there, like someone talking to themselves. Then things escalated. Our stuff started disappearing. Phones, keys, small items, only to show up later in weird places. Once we found a flashlight in the refrigerator, it felt like something was playing with us. And then, the worst night of my life. At 12:48 a.m., I woke up to loud banging, like someone hammering on the walls. It was coming from the basement. I woke John up, and we both went down. When we opened the basement door, thick smoke hit us, and there was a faint red glow coming from below, like firelight. We descended slowly. At the bottom, we saw it, a crack in the far wall, like a tunnel we hadn't noticed before. And inside it, a tall shadow was standing. Not a person, a shadow, still, watching. Its eyes were glowing red. John screamed and ran. I couldn't move. I stood frozen until I heard it whisper, "You, open the door." I ran, I didn't even look back. The next day I came back just to grab my stuff. I moved out that night. 2 weeks later, the landlord called me. "Did you tell your friends anything?" he asked. They both left suddenly. Didn't take anything. I said, "I think we weren't supposed to open that basement." He went quiet, then said, "I wish you hadn't." There was something down there, something that should have stayed asleep. Since that day, I never sleep without the light on.